Welcome to ohgishohmy. I am doing a special series on, as you may have noticed, I'm wearing ears, so I'm doing a special series for my summer trip to Disney World. Me and my friend, my best friend from high school, we're going on a girls trip, just us two, without our kids, and we're gonna go to Disney World. And I'm doing all of the planning, and I could not contain myself in the planning process. So it is crazy, you guys. I'm crazy. I'm literally insane. I have Excel sheets, not just one, multiple sheets of planning. So I figured, let's go ahead and plan this trip. I'm really excited about shooting this and doing this series. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so like I said, I'm really excited. So let me go ahead and start talking about our plans. Okay, so we are going to do a 5-day, 4-night trip. It is a day shorter than I would like it to be, or a night shorter than I would like it to be. I would really prefer us doing a 5-night trip, 5-night, 6-day trip. Only because I feel like I just need one more day. I forgot to mention, this is my friend's first time going to Disney World. First time. So I think that's maybe why I'm a little bit obsessive about this trip, because I'm like giddy. It's all I can think about in my free time. We decided to go ahead and purchase the 5 park tickets. So we are doing 5 days in the parks. So we will be going to a park the day we arrive, and we will be going to a park the day we leave. Also, we decided that we were going to go ahead and do park hopper tickets because we are going in the summer. And so I am thinking that we're going to take some hours out of the day in the heat of the day, like after lunch type hours, maybe like 2 or 3 o'clock till 4 or 5 or 6. We're gonna take that break, and I'm really hoping Disney extends their hours in the evening, not for crowd's sake, but more for weather's sake, understanding that people will probably want to take a break in the afternoon. As of right now, the park hours are not released for our trip yet. I made a fake itinerary based off last year, or 2019's hours. So last year they were open, but it was like very limited, I think, or maybe they weren't even open yet. I can't remember. Okay, no, they weren't open yet. This time, the time we're going on our trip, Disney World had not reopened yet. So I had to go off 2019 hours. I don't think everything will be back to normal, but I'm really hoping that we will have at least some sort of nighttime entertainment, fireworks, maybe the Harmonious show at Epcot. I'm hoping for something in the nighttime. So we are going through a Monday through Friday. I chose not to go over a weekend because, well, a couple of things. Crowd levels, we are going in the summer, so I anticipate that the crowd levels are going to be higher. I also anticipate Disney raising capacity from 35%, which is what it is currently, to maybe 50% by that time. Maybe not, but I do anticipate some changes. And it's also why I'm a little hesitant on planning everything so detailed. But listen, I need something to look forward to. So this is my, I don't know, this is what I daydream about. It's just exciting. I'm going to take a moment right here. I am getting a lot of messages because today in real life, when I'm filming this, it's February 11th, and we live in the DFW area, and there were we experienced some inclement weather this morning where there was ice on the roads and the bridges and the overpasses. and there was several car accidents, and the one closest to us ended up being 100+ car accident, and like a pile up on the major highway over here. And unfortunately, somebody that I don't really know, but I know the family, that person has passed away because of those accidents this morning. And anyway, I'm just getting messages, they're coming in, and I got distracted, and I just wanted to take a moment, even though I'm like wearing mini ears and talking about Disney. I do want to express that I'm very sorry for the families that experienced loss today, or those individuals who are in critical condition or at the hospital. I'm just praying that they are safe and that they get well soon, and that the families that have suffered loss experience a supernatural comfort during this time. And now we can move on to more fun things. Okay, so the day we arrive, I decided that I say I decided because my friend has given me very little input. It is her first time. I've only been to Disney World 3 other times, so this will be my 4th time, so I'm by no means an expert when it comes to Disney World, although I feel like I've done so much research. I might be an expert, actually. Just kidding, I'm not an expert. But she is really putting her life in my hands. And so when I say I decided, I am running through my plans with her, and I am asking her some critical questions, and we'll get to that later. So I didn't want you guys to think I'm just bossing her around or telling her what to do. So that's not the case. There's lots of input and collaborativeness. We're collaborating together. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the date. With the day we arrive, because this park is famously open later than most of the other parks, we are going to Epcot. And also I want to take advantage of Flower and Garden, because it is, as of right now, it's supposed to be running during our trip. So I really want to take advantage of that. I haven't been to Flower and Garden before, the festival at Epcot. I have been to Festival of the Arts, and I have been to Food and Wine. I have not been to Flower and Garden or Festival of the Holidays. So I really want to take advantage of that and go to the for Flower and Garden Festival. So we're gonna go. We're gonna get to our hotel room, and then we're gonna unpack and then enjoy our evening in Epcot. Okay, the next day, which would be Tuesday, we are doing Magic Kingdom. So like I said, we did choose to purchase park hopper, so we will be park hopping that evening, which a part of me is like, no, you only do Magic Kingdom on Magic Kingdom Day, but I'm not. I want to do all of the things. I think we can accomplish a lot that morning, and then we're gonna have some dining reservations that afternoon, and then we're gonna go back to the hotel for that mid-afternoon break, because we are going dead in the summer, so it's gonna be hot. We're gonna need the break. So and then I think that we would be ready for something fresh and new that afternoon, late afternoon, evening time. So so this is why I have decided to do the park hopper, and then also why we aren't, and on Magic Kingdom Day we aren't staying at Magic Kingdom. We're going to be there in the morning, afternoon, and then in the evening we're going to go ahead and park hop over to Hollywood Studios and do everything but Galaxy's Edge. So my plan is to, I'm hoping that we can do everything, cram everything in. That is a pretty lofty goal, but I actually have to, because right now you do have to reserve park passes, and I do have 2 park passes for Hollywood Studios later in the week to hopefully get the Rise of the Resistance pass, because those are really hard to get, and I'm just assuming as the busier it gets, the harder it's going to be. So I really wanted ample opportunities to do that. So that evening, Tuesday evening, we're gonna do Hollywood Studios. We'll do like Toy Story Land, and I haven't been in Toy Story Land at night, and so I'm very excited to experience that for the first time. So I'm going to have first on this trip as well. So those are our Tuesday plans. I'm really trying not to go into detail because I will be doing other videos. I did ask social media. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you do, follow me at ohgishohmy, and you will see there that I have asked questions in preparation for this video series, and so I'm really excited to share that with you guys. Okay, so the next day, on Wednesday, we are doing Animal Kingdom, and I decided that we wouldn't park hop that evening, but we would rather take advantage of Animal Kingdom is notorious for closing earlier than the other parks, so I decided that evening that we would go ahead and do our Disney Springs evening. Disney Springs at night for some reason is magical to me. I have been during the day and I've been at night, and I really enjoy the atmosphere at night. That sounds, I'm not really big into nightlife, but there was just this, I don't know, it was just so magical. But I guess the last time we went, we were there in November for Wine and Dine, and well, it was canceled, not Wine and Dine. But so it was Christmas time, so maybe that's what added this magical element for me. But I like Disney Springs at night, so I've already got picked out where we're going to eat dinner, and I'm just ready for that 60-day mark so we can make our dining reservations, because I am ready. If there's anything I'm most excited about this Disney trip is all of the eating. I'm actually recently gluten-free, and so I'm actually going to be able to experience new things that I wouldn't normally try, because I do have a food allergy now. And also my friend has a gluten-free, or she's gluten-free as well. And so that will make our dining experience a little bit easier. We're not having to entertain or to try to accommodate two different diets. So I'm very happy that we will be able to, that we will be complicated together. So. Okay, so Animal Kingdom, of course, we're going to do all of the big ticket items, and like I said, we're going to do that break in the middle of the day, but actually we're not going to go back to a park because they usually close around 5 p.m. Maybe they'll close a little later, but we're going to take advantage of them being closed early and go to Disney Springs. Okay, so Thursday, the day before departure day, we are going to do Hollywood Studios. We are doing that in the morning, and this is where we're going to be doing Galaxy's Edge. Hopefully we'll get a Rise of the Resistance pass, because I really don't want to go to Hollywood Studios for a third time on our trip. I'd rather go to, honestly, Magic Kingdom or Epcot for our last day. So our last day is kind of tentative. So okay, so we're going to Hollywood Studios on Thursday. We're going to do everything in the morning, and then we're going to end our day in Hollywood Studios with a dining reservation at Brown Derby, and then we're going to go back to the hotel. We're going to have that big rest time, and then we're going to go to Magic Kingdom that evening. Because like I said, we're gonna want that break, and I feel like we're just gonna want to do something fresh and new and different, instead of go back into the same park. And so we're gonna go to Magic Kingdom and experience Magic Kingdom at night, and so I'm very excited about that. And then lastly, our last day is Friday. It is also our departure day. We haven't purchased flights yet, but we've been keeping an eye on these flights, and they're actually really cheap right now, and so as soon as we can pull the trigger on that, we will. So we'll get a later flight, and so we'll have most of the day in the parks. I say most of the day, but I think that we won't have to leave. Magical Express won't have to pick us up until like 4 p.m. I think. So I do have a park pass. We do have park passes for Hollywood Studios that day on Friday, our departure day. This is backup plan. This is if we don't get Rise of the Resistance, we get one more chance to. And then I'm hoping, like, if we don't get Rise on Thursday and then we get Rise on Friday, I'm hoping Well, you can't park hop until 2 p.m. So that's the bummer. So I'm hoping we'll just do, depending on the time of the pass, we'll just do, it just depends. But let's say ideally we get there and we'll do it in the morning. We'll do whatever things we missed in Hollywood Studios that day. And then we're going to take a long lunch. So we're going to go take a bus to Wilderness Lodge. And we're going to have a lunch at Geyser Point on the water. And then we'll take the bus or the boat back to Magic Kingdom and finish our park stay at Magic Kingdom. Do what we didn't get to do the other 2 times we had been to Magic Kingdom. And then go back to the hotel to catch the Magical Express. If we do get rides on Thursday, I will do my best to change my park pass from Hollywood Studios to Magic Kingdom and just go ahead and spend the morning at Magic Kingdom. Still plan on doing the lunch, and maybe we'll hop over to Epcot for the afternoon for that hour or so, because it'll be just a short Skyliner ride back to our hotel. I forgot to tell you guys where we were staying. We are staying at Pop Century. I either wanted to stay at Pop Century or Art of Animation. And honestly, Pop just made more sense financially. Art would have been great, but we don't have any kids with us. And I feel like if you're going to spend a little bit of extra money, you might as well make it worth it when you have your family with you. You can you can get the family suites, and we're just across the way, and so we can still go visit Art, and we can visit the Riviera and Caribbean Beach. And so I love staying at a Skyliner resort because you have so many options. So there you have it. Those are our park plans. It is a lot. That was a lot of information, you guys. So anyway, I'm really excited. I am naming this series BFFs Do Disney. So Best Friends Forever Do Disney. I know it's like not original whatsoever, but my creative juices have been taken up by planning this wonderful trip, and I'm so excited. The video that's coming next is our we're going to be planning, or I'm going to tell you in detail what we are planning to do at each park. So there you have it. I'm super excited. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining me.